Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock, which means it's time for a Hidden Gems. Now today I'm going to be performing and talking about a Darwin Ortiz routine. Now this is being released in Card Shark. This was in Card Shark, and it's also on his first set of 3 DVDs. Which are available as downloads, so you can get those from various different magic dealers. And I'm talking about Hitchcock Aces. Now, Darwin has performed and created and released some of the best card magic the world has ever seen. He's brought numerous books out over the years, numerous routines, numerous projects, numerous DVDs, numerous online sessions. He's very, very prolific. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say he's considered to be one of the best card magicians in the world today. He is an expert when it comes to gambling-themed routines. He's an expert when it comes to magic routines. He's an expert with the memorized deck. If there's something to do with playing cards, this guy knows about it. One of the other best card magicians in the world ever is Jason Ladany, who is obviously the student of Darwin Ortiz, and it just shows the influence that Darwin has on the magic community. It's just exceptional, it really is. I know a lot of people say that Darwin is a bit of a dry performer. I actually enjoy his performances, I really do. But I was a fan of his before I even saw him perform once by reading his books. And there is so much gold in his books. When he brings out a book, there's like 20 or 30 routines. And a lot of the time you miss stuff, right? You always do. I always find this with a book. And I think it's why you need to go back to books again and again and again. It's when you open up a book and you look at it, you kind of skirt through and you pick the things out that look interesting. And then you might have gone on to something else afterwards, and you miss a lot of routines. Honestly, trust me, there's so much gold in Darwin's books, it's crazy. Now, Hitchcock Aces is, for my money, the best impromptu 4-ace assembly you'll ever see. It takes a very different approach to normal 4-ace assemblies. It's done in a very different way from both a methodology point of view and a presentational point of view. It's very, very different. It's very, very unique, but it works. My God, does it work really well. And what I also love about it is there's a kicker at the end. And I've always been a big fan of that. I've talked about that before, you know, my Triumph routine that I put out on my recent Penguin Live, Triumph, which is a production of a 4 of a kind at the end of doing a Triumph routine, and then a deck vanish. I always like to layer stuff. I always like to add an extra moment. It's why I was a big fan of Color Stunner, for example, by Paul Harris, which was again a Triumph where the entire deck changed color at the end. This is the perfect example because you do the 4 of a kind. So you do the 4 of a kind ace assembly, and just on the final ace, just when the audience thinks that they know what's going to happen, you literally pull the rug out from underneath their feet and you go in a completely different direction. The routine is just with a regular shuffle deck of cards. You just need a regular deck and you're ready to go. But the way that the routine is constructed is at the end, you've basically got 2 4 of a kinds on the table, which means that because you have 2 4 of a kinds on the table, you can then go into Reset by Paul Harris or anything that you want to. There's so many different ways you can go after performing Hitchcock Aces. So from a transitional point of view and transitioning from one routine to the other, it's great. You can do an ace production, then after doing the ace production, you can then go into, you can go to something else, and then something else, and then something else. It's really wonderful, it really is. So I'm going to do a performance of Hitchcock Aces so you can have a look at it and you can see what you think. Let's have a look at a performance of Hitchcock Aces. Indeed. This is one of the best card tricks of all time. I think you'll like this.
Really?
Yeah, I love this.
Okay.
I'm going to take out the 4 aces from this deck, and the reason I'm going to take out the 4 aces is because the trick uses 4 aces, Matt. That's the...
Makes sense.
That's the main reason. I wish I had a more profound reason for doing it, but unfortunately, I've got to go with that reason. So 4 aces.
Keep it simple, dude.
Exactly. Kiss it, don't kill it.
Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid. Don't keep it long and lethal. 1, 2. The ace of spades is the leader ace goes there, right? The ace of clubs goes face down. So we've got 1, 2, 3 aces. Now the ace of spades is the leader ace, okay?
Okay.
It's also known as the magician's ace. So that's going to go right there. face up.
Because you're the magician.
Yeah, because I'm the magician, and these 3 go face down. But I'm the magician, so that goes in front of me.
Okay.
I also need 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just so we don't get confused by matters. It's literally only 12 cards, 4 aces, and a whole bunch of magic, all right?
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the 2 of spades. And I'm going to pop the 2 of spades right there. Okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 3 cards and put 3 cards there.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can. Okay? Are you ready? Watch. If I just do this, 1, 2, 3, what happens is that ace turns into the 2 of spades that was over there, which means that this is actually the first ace.
What?
Now, you might have missed it. Most people do. So I'm going to do it again. This time you know exactly what's going to happen. Now you know the concept. The the 8 of clubs goes right here onto the 2 aces that have already made the journey. Yes? 1, 2, 3, go here onto the, that's the ace of diamonds. Now with the other, we know the ace of diamonds is here because we saw it, and we know the 8 of clubs is over there. Watch, if I just take that ace and do that, it turns into the 8 of clubs, which means the next ace has jumped over there as well. You look so confused.
Well, there's a fucking good reason for that, dude.
Last one. Can you guess what the last ace is?
What? Yeah, ace of clubs.
Exactly. That's not magic. That's logical, right? Now, the ace of clubs is the one that goes over there. The other 3 aces go over here. And the idea is to make this ace of clubs jump to join the other 3 aces. Okay? Now watch. I'm going to put 3 cards on top of the ace of clubs. And I'm going to take a different card, the 3 of clubs. That's an indifferent card. It's a card that doesn't care. Onto there. Yeah. Are you ready? So you know what's going to happen. You know I'm going to try and make the last ace jump over here. Correct? Yeah. Of course, I always like to put a little bit of a twist in things. So I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to make it even harder for myself. I'm going to snap my fingers like this. I'm going to have it so that all of the aces are now over here. What? And if all the aces are over here, the question is, what do we have over here? Well, what else other than my 4 favourite cards in the pack? The 1,
oh my
2,
God!
3, 4 kings.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
How the fuck?
Dude, that's a fucking good one.
Isn't that a great trick?
That's a great trick.
That's a great trick, right?
Rest in peace, Darwin.
Wow.
Dead.
No.
Don't kill him off.
Why are you killing people
I was
off,
thinking
Jack?
of someone else, sorry.
Don't kill people
David
off that
Roth.
are making tricks that are this good.
Okay, so like I say, it's a very strong routine to perform. It's not actually, compared to a lot of Darwin's material where you look at it and you go, okay, so I'm going to have to do a bottom deal, a centre deal, a second deal, 15 different passes. This isn't even that difficult a routine. It's not that hard at all. It's definitely within the grasp of anybody who considers themselves intermediate as a card magician. And yet it gets such a strong reaction. Now, I've played in the past with doing this without a table and having 4 people cut their hands together, and it works. For sure it does work, but realistically it's best at a table. But you don't need a particular table surface. If I want to really impress people, you know, when you sit down at that table and you've got the guys that are really into card magic and you go, okay, well, show me a card trick then. This is the one that I'll bust out. This is a really fun ace assembly, and it is the perfect example of a hidden gem because new ace assemblies are coming out all the time, new routines are coming out all of the time, and we forget the classics, we forget the shoulders that we stand on when we do these routines. And this is a perfect example of a routine that has been around for a very long time, and a lot of people have either forgotten about it, never learnt it in the first place, or they're new into magic and they didn't even know it existed. But it's called Hitchcock Aces. You can get it from Card Shark if you can find a copy of Card Shark by Darwin Ortiz, but it is also available on a couple of his various different downloads. Go onto somewhere like Vanishing Ink and go and look at the Darwin Ortiz downloads, and you'll see on there you know, various different routines that you can learn, and all of Darwin's stuff is great, but you're looking specifically for Hitchcock Aces. It is a real hidden gem. So there you go, guys. That's another hidden gem. That's Hitchcock Aces by Darwin Ortiz. I absolutely love that routine. Now I want to hear from you. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. Is it something that you've performed? Is it something that you used to perform and you don't anymore? In which case, why not? Or have you never heard about it? In which case, are you going to give it a go? I would love to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get a discussion going. Let's get a dialogue going. And don't forget, you want to see more videos like this? You know what you got to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Don't forget, at 5 o'clock today, a Craig and Rylan review show went live. So if you want to go and see that, you can go check out the Craig and Rylan review show. It is now live right here on Magic TV. And I'm going to be back again tomorrow on Thursday with the Magic stuff at 9 o'clock, shorts at 2 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock I'm going to be here with the Magic Live. Once again, it's been really fun performing for you guys and chatting to you about magic. If you want to check out the Netrix, which is the fastest growing magic streaming platform available online, you can do so by going to www.thenetrix.com and you can get immediate access. There's a bronze, silver and gold level. If you want to support me, that's how you do it. Thanks very much. I will see you again soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.